we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. There's a debate going on social media. Armand Wiggins said, I need Nicki and Megan to give us a Kendrick and Champagne Thickums moment for the culture. Okay? Fans were not too happy about this tweet. Somebody said, why? So y'all can victimize Meg like we just saw y'all do last year. We literally sat up here and watched y'all act like lying on your dead mama was the worst thing you've ever heard or seen in history. Y'all literally told her she didn't have to respond, okay? Now, here's the thing. The difference between Kendrick and Nicki Minaj, I think that they're both equally talented. I would love a collaboration. But one of the main reasons why Kendrick won, and I can openly admit this, is because he is beloved in the industry. He's beloved by the general public. Okay? He's never really did anything in the industry for people to go against him. Nicki Minaj is not favorable in the industry. So there's a lot of people behind the scenes that go out of their way to sabotage her. Number two is that the general public does not favor Nicki Minaj. So anybody that goes against Nicki, they're going to get temporary love and support. Kendrick Lamar has always been beloved by the general public, and he has never went against the industry. So he is going to get favor on both ends. Nicki Minaj, not so much. That's one of the reasons why people trashed Bigfoot. Because people, the general public in the industry, like Megan more than they like Nicki Minaj. That was one of the reasons why he won. Now, of course, he put out a fire diss track, Not Like Us, Meet the Grams, of Euphoria. I thought those were all supreme diss tracks. But just because you put out a fire diss track, that doesn't mean you're going to win a rap battle. AKA Pusha T. Pusha T put out the diss track Story of a Donna, exposed Champagne Thickums for wearing blackface, exposed him for having a son, which was true. And, you know, no shade, Champagne Thickums still won that, I wouldn't say that rap battle, but he won the war. Like, it didn't really hurt his career like Kung Fu Kenny just did. You know, Kung Fu Kenny clearly hurt his career because he's suing Universal for putting Not Like Us out. Okay, so he clearly has been affected by it, whether, you know, the fans want to admit it. But the thing is, you know, being favorable amongst the general public and being favorable amongst, you know, the industry definitely helps win rap battles, unfortunately. So with that being said, that's why people were dragging Nicki. Okay, it doesn't benefit Nicki to go against Meg because she's always going to be deemed favorable and she's the victim in every situation. But I did hear that Megan will be responding to Nicki or throwing more shots, whether Nicki responds or not. You know, on Bigger in Texas, she said B words were old as F, stuck in a deal. She was talking about Nicki Minaj, still signed under Republic Universal, and Megan likes to put on a facade that she's independent, even though she's not. You know, she's under Warner, but she likes to put on that facade that she's independent. So that shot was at Nicki. That song came out, last year, a few months ago. So from what I've been hearing, she will continue to throw shade at Nicki Minaj, even if Nicki doesn't respond. Now, moving on from that, Rihanna, Riri is not happy with Botch and Bitter. As we know, Riri is one of the producers for the soundtrack to Smurfs. Now, I don't know when the Smurfs is coming out, but the single from DJ Khaled, Cardi B, and a few other people have came out. It's called Higher Love, and unfortunately, it has flopped on the charts. Cardi B's new single, Higher Love, failed to debut on the US Paolify chart, the global charts, iTunes, and Apple Music, okay? And then also, the Paolify streams have been very loud. You know, her and DJ Khaled and Desi Drill, they debut on Paolify with 131,000 streams. Now, Bad Baby did more than this. I mean, didn't she do like 300,000? And she was putting out a diss track to Oklahoma, okay? You know, the second day it did 65,000. The fourth day, unfortunately, it has done 33,000 streams. So what I've been hearing is Rihanna, she's kind of disappointed with the lack of success the Cardi B and DJ Khaled collaboration did. She's kind of worried that the soundtrack is going to flop. Now, you may be wondering, why would she care about a soundtrack flopping? She not fully back in music. Well, soundtracks can guarantee you awards and accolades. Let's not forget that Billie Eilish, you know, she got a Scammy nomination, an Oscar nomination for, you know, her Barbie World song. I think she actually won an Oscar. Nicki and Ice Spice got a Scammy nomination for Barbie World. They lost to Killer Mike. But at the end of the day, you know, soundtrack music is still music and it's still supposed to chart. Okay? We've seen Charlie Puth, Sway Lee, Justin Timberlake have very successful records from soundtrack singles. So it don't matter. And money gets put behind a soundtrack. You know, this costs. You know, making a soundtrack album isn't free. Especially when you got a big movie production behind the music and budget for a soundtrack. So, with that being said, Rihanna's a little bit worried that the soundtrack album is going to flop. And this is also supposed to help roll out her music. Okay? Even though she's not on the record. She was, you know, chosen to be a producer. And she handpicked DJ Khaled and Cardi B. You know, she chose these people. So what Rihanna should have done, she should have gotten people that are not flops. Should have called up Billy. You should have called up Charlie XCX. That's what they did for Barbie World. They called up the A-listers. Nicki, Big Billy, Charlie XCX, Dua Lipa were all on the Barbie World soundtrack. Rihanna was being cheap and she got Cardi B and, you know, all these F-listers and DJ Khaled. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a flop. Now, moving on from this, Act 3, a lot of people are speculating that the name for Act 3 will be called Revolution. Okay, now, she has teased this title in certain pictures. You know, she wore a t-shirt that said Revolution. She has also put the word revolution around promotion for Renaissance. So that's why a lot of fans are speculating that Act 3 could be named Revolution and it's a rock and roll or jazz album. Here's my thing with Queen Bee. You know, I get that she likes to give little nuggets and she wants to have the fans find the clues for her next era. But I also feel like sometimes when she do that, she overhypes it and then it falls flat. No shade. Like, I feel like Renaissance, that was her best album, right? I think it's going to be the best album out of all three acts. Cowboy Carter was a little lackluster. Okay, I think the only thing saving Cowboy Carter is his tour and the fact that she won Album of the Year. And her halftime performance. We can't forget that. The halftime performance was immaculate. But I feel like the music for Cowboy Carter was lackluster. You know, with all them damn collaborations she had. Post Malone, Shaboozey, Dolly, Purdue Chicken. And it just really didn't give what it was supposed to give. So, in my opinion, hopefully she doesn't, you know, overhype this next album. Because if it's a flop. Now, moving on to Lisa. Lisa dropped her new album, Alter Ego. She had, obviously, Future, Megan, Tyler, Doja Cat, Ray, and a few other people on her album. I'll be honest with you, I don't like Lisa's music like that. I think it's the reason why I didn't like the collaboration with Doja and Ray. When she sings or raps, it sounds like AI. Maybe because English ain't her first language, you know, no shade. But I just feel like when she raps or sings, it sounds like AI. It sounds like a robot. To me, you can kind of tell that she's reading off like a piece of paper. Like, no shade. Now, she did put out, you know, her collaboration with Megan called Rapunzel. And Megan might have taken some shots at Nicki Minaj. She said, and if B-words want beef, I make a meal out of a hoe. Damn, I might be too pretty. What they finna do with me? Booty so big, ass sitting up like new titties, 2 chains on, finna pull up with the roof missing, popping on my life, B words hating, ain't a new feeling, okay? Now, who's she talking about? And I think she was throwing subliminal shade at Nicki Minaj because she cool with everybody else. She cool with Cardi B. You know, she pretends like she cool with Cardi B to the public. She cool with Scratch Off, Flo Milli, Asian Doll. She hasn't said anything about Bia. Like, who is she talking about? She cool with Doja Cat, or she tries to be cool with Doja Cat. I don't think Doja Cat really like her like that. So I feel like the only person that she had beef with publicly was Onika Tanya Mirage. See, she already rolling out her disses to Nicki Minaj. Now, moving on from that, Days has the Swamp Princess, Doechii, on the cover. And I'll be honest with you, I think they did her dirty. This album cover, I don't think it looks that great for Doechii. I think they did her a little bit dirty on the album cover, but it don't matter because Doechii be looking snatched most of the time. Okay, I think Doechii, I don't know if she got her body done, but she has one of the best bodies in the industry. Okay, if you're going to get a BBL or a lipo, it needs to look like Doechii's. Okay, because the thighs match the ass. You know, she's not looking like a fucking ant, or she doesn't have Squidward thighs like Cardi B. No shade. She has a very proportioned body, and it looks good. So congratulations to Doechii. Now, moving on from that, Champagne Thickums has dropped iHeartMedia from his legal petition in Texas after reaching an amicable resolution that satisfies both parties. The petition remains active against UMG, with his legal team clarifying that the dismissal is without prejudice, meaning it does not affect any claims still pending against UMG, okay? So, a lot of people believe that iHeart snitched on UMG, and that's why they got dropped from the lawsuit. I don't know if I fully believe that, because why would iHeart snitch on one of the biggest companies, music companies in the world, and then on top of that, still work with them? That doesn't even make any sense. People gotta be logical. Universal does business with iHeart, and they have one of the biggest artists in the world on their label. They got Taylor, they got The Weeknd, Nicki, Ariana, Champagne Thickums, Kung Fu Kenny. They got every big artist on their label, and you expect me to believe that they just said, fuck it, let me snitch on Universal, who we've probably made billions of money off of, and help Champagne Thickums, one artist. Like, come on now, stop. Okay? I don't know if I fully believe that. I don't know if I fully believe that at all. I think they probably told him some false information, just like Wackademics has been out here sabotaging Champagne Thickums low-key. And the thing is, you can't really use hearsay in court. He's going to have to find documentation of payola. That's going to be very hard to prove. Hearsay and, oh, this person at the label or this person at iHeart told me this, that's hearsay. They're going to be like, anybody can make that up. Unless he got a recording of any executive at Universal saying, you take away Champagne Thickums payola and give it to Kendrick Lamar, he's going to be ass out. Okay, and I doubt anybody's recording Lucian or any executive over at Universal. So I think that Champagne Thickums, while he still has his career, he might want to drop this lawsuit against UMG. You know, even if they give him some money, his career is going to be tainted. Because you can already tell by the numbers from this last album that he dropped, they're already not helping him. Okay, because he would still be in the top 20 on the Hot 100 if they were. He would have went number 1 with Nokia if they were helping him. He couldn't even crack 300,000 when his album dropped. That didn't even make any sense. When he dropped an album with 21 Below Average, he did 400,000. How do you go from selling 400,000 for All the Dogs to selling 246 with Party Next Door? That don't make sense. Now next, Doja Cat's Planet Her ties Queen Bee as the 7th longest charting black female album on the Billboard 200 chart. It has been on the charts for 186 weeks. Wow. Doja out here breaking Queen Bee records. This is immaculate. Now, here's the thing though. I'm ready for Doja Cat's next era. I feel like Doja Cat, I'm not saying she's falling off, but she's getting a little bit boring. We need you to put out your next hit. The Ray and Lisa collaboration was low-key trash. Let's just be honest. It wasn't that great. You know, I didn't give you Donkey of the Day for it, but if you drop your next single and it's trash, you will be receiving Donkey of the Day. Okay? Because Scarlet wasn't that great of an album either. Planet Her was fire. That's why you breaking records with Planet Her. Plus, it has massive payola. Hopefully, you don't get exposed by iHeart. But with that being said, you know, this is a good look for Doja Cat. I think Planet Her, when it comes to Doja Cat's discography, it will be considered a classic album. Now, moving on to Walmart Beyonce. Walmart Beyonce is receiving Donkey of the Day. Unfortunately, it has been exposed that Burna Boy has been cheating on Walmart Beyonce and was supposed to buy his new mistress or side chick a Lamborghini. Okay, so let's take a listen to these receipts.
Bought my car. Burna was selling money that he saw it on the blogs. I bought my car. Fast forward to like recently, okay, so like last week, you know, Burna flew in one girl like that, one called Chloe.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes.
Okay, to Lagos. So yeah, Ama was telling me, oh, Chloe is even coming to Lagos. Burna wants to do one dinner thing for her. Yo, like Shebi said he was going to buy my Lambo. She buy my Lambo.
She's the one that made him not buy you that Lambo. Let me just tell
I'm
you.
just thinking about it. I'm just like, if you actually like were
We are friends.
no way I wouldn't have gotten something from that.
Exactly.
Like, you would have actually told your guy, like, yo, that's not nice. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not a good look like for your guy. Like, why would he promise? Is that how?
And he would have just even taken you so serious.
So I can't really understand them, but basically, from what I've gotten is that once he flew out Walmart Beyonce, because he flew her out a few times. I feel like this was like the third or fourth time he has flew her out. And with that being said, I guess he was seeing other women and he had promised this girl that he was going to buy her a Lambo. And they are blaming Chloe for not getting their Lambo, or their friend not getting the Lambo. And with that being said, people are saying that obviously he was going to buy her a Lambo because he was sleeping with her. Okay. Why would he promise to buy her a lamb truck if they were just friends? Clearly, he was sleeping with her. Walmart Beyonce is receiving Donkey of the Day because at the end of the day, you knew Burna Boy was no good. All you can do now is make some fire music about it, but that is very hard for Walmart Beyonce to do. Okay? She's no Summer Walker and SZA. Summer Walker and SZA, when they get cheated on, the music be fire. Okay, just like Mary J. Blige. But when you put out music, Walmart Beyonce, because you got cheated on before, the music don't hit the same. I suggest you get Money Long or SZA, Summer Walker to write you a song so that way you can really sing your heart out and get a boppity bop instead of a floppity flop. But I think that this is your way of exiting stage left. Okay, now they could be lying, but I don't think that they are. I think Burna Boy probably has promised girls that he sleeps with cars and bags. I remember he bought Jada Kingdom 6 Birkins, and he openly admitted that he bought her 6 Birkins because her poom poom was so fire. So I know he probably was buying girls that he was sleeping with, you know, Birkins, bags, clothes, anything they possibly wanted. So Walmart Beyonce, you can continue to be delusional, but you're receiving Donkey of the Day because you knew better. Now Liz Diddy decides to drop a record, trying to distract us from her little lawsuit that she got. With that being said, though, I don't get into Lizzo's music. I know this is probably a song for you guys, but it's given Disney Channel like it always do. I feel like Lizzo, she don't make mature music like that. Like, you know, I don't know what it is, but she about almost 40, I believe. And it gives Disney Channel and Nickelodeon when she dropped music. That's what it gives. I don't really get into Lizzo like that. I'm waiting for Musty Walker to drop. When does she drop? Okay, please, because the girls ain't doing it. Coco ain't doing it. Walmart Beyonce never gonna do it. Holly Bailey never gonna do it. We need Musty Walker to drop and Olivia Rodrigo to drop. They can make heartbreak music and it just be bops. No shade. So anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.